I'm not fat, guys. I am not that fat.
If I was skinny, maybe someone would love me.
I don't really like the term Localal.
I'm Tophiachu, okay?
It would be very hard to be a bigger scumbag than Tophiachu, even if you really tried, being the sole reason that her family ended up living on the streets by refusing to live in her uncle's house. All because she wouldn't be allowed to be on TikTok, planning on using her brother's burial money on a car, and arguably, worst of all, just deciding one day that the VA put her father on too much of his anti-schizophrenia medication and lowered it, causing him to spiral into what we know today. A man that made video messages to Donald Trump about how he met people born in the 1800s at abandoned factories with their just-as-old dogs.
Mr. Trump, I met Mr. Roy Budsman from England, born 1865, in an old abandoned industrial yard along with his dog. Roy's wife died in 1924 from the Black Plague.
And now, to top it all off, Tofia has started e-begging, telling people that she was homeless, only to get caught playing slots at the casino later that day. But it's been a little while since we've covered Tofia, so what do you say we catch up quickly? On June 16th, Tophiachu got caught at the mall buying boba tea. Now, I could make a joke saying that she was wearing a regular-sized backpack and it just looks really tiny on her, but that would be a bit too easy. Oh, and the mall goer that caught her on camera also claimed that Tofia was there every day. I live in the same city as her. She's always at the mall, and I see her buying boba all the time. She's spending money on the wrong things. Facepalm. I have picture evidence, by the way. Well, fast forwarding a little bit, and Daughter of the Year said that she never abandoned her mother, Mamachu. The only reason she didn't visit her at the hospital was because there's a piece of paper that she needed to sign, and apparently she was never given it.
No, I haven't seen her in person because I gotta fill out a paper just to visit my mom. And then they never give me the paper, so I just talk to her. They don't give me the paper. It's not a paper I can just grab and fill it out. They have to give it to me, and they don't give me the paper. Because I was like, okay, well, can I have the paper to fill it out? And they were like, sure. I never received the paper, so I'm like, F it. I'm not going to keep asking. She can't even leave anywhere. I'm trying to get a place so at least she can go out and do things and not be so bored.
Tofia even tried to say that she wasn't making money because she wasn't, doing her job. Let me tell you something about being a content creator. You get what you put into it.
What does my finances have to do with anything? I don't have any money because I haven't been posting on social media. So I only spent $4. I can't understand people complaining about a $4 drink. You must have you must not have a life if you're complaining about a $4 drink. Sounds like somebody's mad they can't afford a $4 drink. $4 is not going to buy you a house.
Tofia would also get triggered by getting told if she needs money, then she should get a job, as well as saying she has no money for a house because she hasn't gotten the GoFundMe money yet. Again, the GoFundMe money that's supposed to go to her brother's burial fund.
Get a part-time job? No, I cannot get a part-time job. How many times? I shouldn't have to work. If I break down at work because I can't. You don't understand. Like, stop trying to force someone who is not mentally in the right mind space to go to a work when they have I'm freaking anxious. I don't have anxiety, but I am anxious because you guys just want me to go to work so you can get me fired. We're not talking about negativity. Please bring up positive stuff or I'll make you pay to talk. And some of you guys don't have the money to pay to talk, so I'm pretty sure you're too broke to talk.
And Tophiachu is really good with money. As she says here, 9-to-5 jobs don't make you any more money than e-begging on the internet and doing TikTok lives at a Sonic's, where you do nothing but complain and regurgitate what you heard on TikTok that week. TikTok takes 50% of her donations, by the way.
Okay, thank you for the gift points. Let me rephrase this because some people are going to take this the wrong way. But some people that are supporters of mine that work 9-to-5 jobs, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that think that having a 9-to-5 job makes you more money. Those are the stupid people that pushed over by their bosses. And the reason being for that is because you're stupid enough to let a company trick you into thinking that jobs are necessary. In a sense, all these rich people are making money, and what are you getting out of it? Nothing. You're going to work as hard as you've ever worked for someone who does not care. If something happened to you, right? Why would I want to go work a job for someone to tell me what to do and make less than minimum wage or less than what like the living wage is? It's just insane. Doesn't make sense. It's crazy. No one wants to work a 9-to-5 job if they don't have to. Like, telling someone that they need to be miserable like you is crazy.
Then, on July 6th, Tophiachu got into a little bit of trouble because she had been cybering with one of her trolls and even admitted it. She also went as far to tell that troll she was planning on robbing somebody on TikTok named Jay Grizzle. As you can probably guess, the troll released these messages and Tofia was not very pleased about it. I don't need to respect someone whose mother raised a bitch. I get that's funny, but if you cyber with Tofia, you will be broken for the rest of your life. Seriously, don't do it, guys. But about that robbery we mentioned earlier, Tophiachu says she was going to rob the TikToker named Jay Grizzle. Well, after learning about this plot against him, he would call out Tofia in a video.
I don't really know how else to start this off, so I'm gonna just tell you guys a story as it fucking came to me. I would get to a text from an anonymous Instagram, 0 followers following 0 people freshly made. I was notified during a conversation with the puff pastry I was brought up, and the puff pastry wanted to know information about me and where I live and about my parents. This anything but skinny, fuzzy neck, gerbil chin ass bitch said that she was gonna have me robbed and then get information on my parents and exploit me. Then the bitch said she was gonna blackmail me. After things started getting spicy, the decoy got uncomfortable, so the conversation ended. One, a lot of people want to know what I'm doing with the fucking threats that I've received, and I've already reported it to the local sheriff in my town. Tofia, one thing I want you to know is I don't take threats lightly, and the threat has already been shown to my local sheriff, and tomorrow a formal report will be filed.
Well, Miss Toph thought that Jay telling her he would exercise his right to self-defense if she broke into his home in the middle of the night was a little bit too much. Tofia tried to say that the response was unhinged because she was going to rob him legally, whatever that means. You will leave headless if you attempt to rob me. That's not a threat neither. Just letting you know I don't play around with my life. This black man talking to a black woman like that. Also, I wonder how the police would like to hear and see that you said you'd buy them off. Maybe don't lie. I said I'd do it legally.
Oh, but I'm threatening your family, which I never threatened his family. And threatening to rob someone online is not even threatening to rob someone in real life. So you talking about someone taking someone's head off because they said they were going to rob you online, you're just a whiny little bitch that goes online and complains. You're not even man. You're not a man. You have no balls. You're whining about feeling unsafe from a woman, and you're a man? Man up. You can't even protect yourself? Seriously, from someone that's not even threatening you? You want the internet to believe you're in danger. Why is Jay telling me that I said I was going to rob him when I only told you in messages? And I didn't say I was going to rob him in real life. I said I was going to pretend to be somebody in their chat so I could take the money that is rightfully mine, that clearly you're making money off of me, and someone said I'm owed. You're mad because someone said they're going to rob you online? I can't believe a grown man is crying about being robbed. I can't believe a grown man is on his birthday crying about how I said I was going to rob him. He's mad. That's why he reports my live streams, because his account got taken down. Because you're lying.
The troll that catfished Tofia would also post these comments on the Tophiachu Reddit. I'm the guy that was catfishing Tophiachu. I posed as an 18 to 19-year-old Asian guy, and she asked for nudes and enjoyed them. She then asked me to hurt, dox, and harass Jay Grizz, who I then proceeded to text and give all the screenshots to. She is stealing and hoarding money from her mom as well. Please do not donate to her Cash App either. She constantly lies about being broke, but goes on shopping sprees with her shelter friends. She lies so much, she said that she watched Korn with her dad, and then she switched to her brother's friend. I think that she was trying to get her brother's friend in trouble. She will lie her ass off to be the victim. Proof below. DM me on X/Twitter, LolcowHunter0 for any info. Mamachu doesn't realize what's going on. She's only 20% in the loop. The father is completely senile without meds, but Tofia's mom's family had no clue what was really going on. But now, they know everything, and they refuse to house Tofia. Only Marie is available to stay with them, I believe. Also, they don't want Tofia going on TikTok live, they want her off social media. But she said no. That's why they originally ended up in the car. And even after her brother got killed, she still refuses to stay with them. People need to realize that Tofia is not the victim anymore. The victim was Tophiachu. Then, something bad happened to Tofia. To her, the unthinkable. Tofia was told that time was running out on her getting the GoFundMe money, unless GoFundMe was able to confirm a few things. Things that Tofia wasn't able to do, like provide the death certificate because she lost it.
GoFundMe's in the process of giving me the funds. I don't know, because someone stole my brother's death certificates. So they said they needed that, but I already told them it was stolen, so I don't know. They're contacting me because they wanted more information. So I had to send my mom's ID. They want documentation, which was the ID and the death certificate, but I don't have that. So, because they want to prove that she's his mother, because they have been holding those funds. So they've been holding that money. There was like 7,000. It lowered because people was requesting refunds, which is fine. If you want a refund, sure. I'm not GoFundMe. So GoFundMe issues a refund. Because the money had been sitting there, like, people think I was spending money. There's other accounts that are literally telling y'all that I don't have access to GoFundMe. I don't. So GoFundMe really wants to make sure the money's going to me and it's going to go to bury my brother. I had an emergency issue that if I would have had the GoFundMe, I would have had to use the money to move. The thing that bothers me is that people are preventing my brother from being buried and then saying that I'm not burying my brother. That's not the case. Like, and then for people to literally say, well, we're going to put our money together and go buy his ashes. I dare you to go so that lady can sue you, because the lady at the funeral home knows my brother that works there. She literally knew my brother when he was in high school. So I dare you to try to do anything with my brother's ashes. There's too much going on at this shelter. I am not going to have someone digging in my brother's ashes because they think that there's drugs in there. Okay, I'm not going to have someone start digging through my brother's ashes. That would be too weird. But anyways, GoFundMe has been emailing me back and forth. So hopefully it processes soon. It's taking quite a bit of a while.
A little while later, Tofia was still convinced that she was going to get the money, on July 19th, already saying the things unrelated to the burial that she was going to do with said money. Oh, and in that stream, she got kicked out of the Sonics she was streaming at. You gotta go.
But GoFundMe is gonna process the money, so they're talking to the organizer, and yeah, I'm excited because now my brother can be buried. Yay. So they're gonna, they've been contacting me, so yeah. It's been a long time because they were taking too long. They said they're sorry, they said thank you for my patience, but I'm like so angry because it's like, why does it have to come to this? Like, you could have just given me the money. Slowly things are getting done, and slowly, my brother will be buried. I guess. It's just patience. I don't have time for any of it because I needed that money because I was in a situation. I need to get out of this place. I need to get a place. I can't. The GoFundMe went down a lot. It's like 6,000, and 4,120 of that has to go. That's the exact amount to bury my brother. So, yeah. And whatever's left has to go towards us getting a place.
My friend, you gotta go.
Oh, that's because people called and harassed. They're calling and harassing. That's okay. I can't go live where I'm at because they told me I can't go live over there.
But watch out, people, because Tofia would let her trolls know that she has ties to the cartel. Who does she think she's fooling?
Oh, come fight me. I don't fight people, okay? You better quit messing with me, because I don't know why people love to think that I'm going to be afraid because of the cartel. Guzman to El Chapo, that's what I told them. And I did tell them, I said, I know people that's, in these interwebs with those people, so you ain't gonna threaten me with cartel. I don't associate myself with the cartel, but I know people who got connections, so you keep it up. You think threatening me with the cartel was gonna work. It's not. I don't know what you thought. Like, I don't know why these people think that they tough. They ain't tough. I don't got connections with cartel people. I got connections with people who got connections with those people. You keep messing with me, and I'll really show you what it's like, okay? Because I don't make threats to people.
What do you think Tofia's cartel name would be? El Gorda? Oh, and remember when Hulk Hogan died? Well, Tofia celebrated it, saying that it was a party over here. Tofia will use her dead brother as a shield for anything and everything, but will then happily celebrate other people dying. What about his family, Toph? And this isn't even the only time in this video that that's going to happen either. But then, thankfully for us, things started to really get bad for Tofia. She would go on stream on August 8th, telling us how there were some real problems with the GoFundMe now.
What happened to the GoFundMe? They're trying to get a hold of the person who did the GoFundMe. If not, they're gonna give the money back. I don't know. I'm just waiting. I'll just have to find some other way to get the money to bury him. No, I haven't gotten the GoFundMe money. They're trying to get a hold of the person who organized the thing. If they don't, they're going to give the money back to people, which means my brother's not going to get buried.
We're going to have to pause this for a second. I don't think that I need to tell you by this point, I do not like Tofia. She is as manipulative as a person can be, and she will ruin the lives of everybody who lets her into their life. But then, Tofia let us know that the police auctioned off Carchu and all the things inside of it, including her Nintendo Switch and computer. Is it funny seeing bad things happen to bad people? Absolutely. Is it a good thing that the police just take the belongings of a victim of a crime and sell them off? Probably not.
What happened with the car is what you're saying? What happened to the car? It got auctioned off. And we lost all of our stuff. My Switch, my computer, everything. Bye-bye. Gone. Yeah, they auctioned it off because they didn't tell us where it was. So we don't have the car. Someone else does. They have a lovely, wonderful graffiti car with signatures on it. Signatures.
Well, things were about to get wild. Tofia told one of the biggest lies of her life, at least when it comes to her e-begging. Tofia announced that something had happened on her Instagram and she was having a real emergency. I have an emergency, can anyone help me out and send to my PayPal? I'd appreciate it. I know what the trolls are gonna say, but I need safe shelter for the night. My Cash App is down, my PayPal link is in the beaconed link. And for those asking if I'm okay, no, I'm not okay. I keep being put in danger. I'll have to sleep outside in a tent. I do not get help. I can't explain the whole situation cause it's personal. I'd like to not give my personal business out here for my safety. What could have happened? An emergency? Well, apparently Tofia was kicked out of the homeless shelter and had to e-beg to keep a roof over her head at night. There is no way Tofia could have been scamming people again, right? Uh-oh. That's right. Tofia got caught gambling in the casino the very same night that she was e-begging for money to have a roof over her head. If you felt bad for Tofia and gave her anything, she straight up took that money and dumped it into the slot machine like she was Bossman Jack. Tofia begged for help, calling it an emergency, and I know I've said this a couple of times now, but she went straight to the casino where she no doubt gambled all of it. But don't worry, because Tofia would make sure to set the record straight after getting exposed for the weasel that she is. Y'all are so nosy. No, I didn't gamble my money. This girl gave me the money to play at the casino. She said, "Do you want to go to the casino?" I said sure, but I don't have any money because I wanted to get out. She pulled out money she had to play. I don't understand why y'all are everywhere stalking me to spread false rumors. I'm broke, yet y'all say I'm spending money. Make it make sense. Word to the wise, Toph. If you're gonna gamble the money that your viewers give you, at least give them the courtesy of streaming it. Who knows, maybe you'd get more donations. Tofia would also explain the situation in a video, as if she can somehow walk her way out of this. Oh, and Tofia justified it more because, get this, she wanted to get out and the mean old homeless shelter people put a curfew on her. This woman is insane.
She offered to go to the casino. I said sure, because I wanted to get out. I wanted to go out. Did I say I wanted to go gamble? Where were my intentions? And to literally say that I still gambled the money, of course, because that's what she gave it to me for. I was expecting for them, because they did say when I go back to the place that they would help me find a place, but they were too busy and so stressed. They're not there to help me find a place. They said, well, there's nothing really much we can provide for you.
Well, Tofia had finally had enough of the online trolls, and then announced that she was going to be suing people. And don't worry about that whole no money thing, because Tofia was going to get a free lawyer. What planet does she live on?
I'm working on getting a lawyer too, because there is no reason why I'm homeless, and people are making videos about me that are spreading lies that are making money while I'm homeless. And also I lost out on an agency where I could have made millions. So if you want me to lose out on money, then I'm going to sue you for that money, because spreading false rumors is not cool. I'm not a predator. People don't know what my situation is, or they assume things. I could have made millions of dollars with this talent agency that wanted to lie back out after someone from their company wanted to work with me and add me to the agency, and then say that my content doesn't fit what they're looking for, which is a big excuse because people was harassing them, and then saying they never wanted to work with me in the story. That is very unprofessional. So since you don't know, no, you don't need money for a lawyer. There are pro bono lawyers. If you don't know what pro bono is, the lawyer doesn't get paid unless he wins. So if he doesn't win my case, then he doesn't get paid. That's what a pro bono lawyer is. And I could literally find a lawyer for no money. I literally was advised by the lady that's been helping me to look for a social media lawyer, because I told her I don't have money. And I said I couldn't find pro bono lawyers that do that. But she said, yeah, she found some, and they will help my case for like no money if you don't have like any money. So basically that's what a pro bono lawyer is. FYI, since you don't know, because clearly you can do research, because that's what a lot of people use when they don't have money for a lawyer. So thanks. Have a good day.
Tophiachu also made sure to let us know she was not in fact living on the streets.
I'm in a much better safe place. I'm not going to say where, because people will be out there looking to actively dox me. So thank you. I'm not in the streets. I'm in a nice, cooled environment. Thank you. You know, sometimes things work out for the better.
Then, Tofia lost it on one of her Instagram stories because GoFundMe decided there was something wrong with Donald's burial fund and refunded all the money that had been donated. GoFund is refunding everyone. I hope y'all are happy now. My brother won't be buried now. I'll have to figure out how to raise the money. I never spent a cent of that money. All I wanted was for my brother to be buried. Crying emoji. Is too hard to ask for compassion from others and to care, but that too much to ask from people. The GoFundMe money was refunded because they couldn't find the creator of the campaign, she lost the death certificate, and we would later find out Tofia never even got her brother's ashes from the crematorium. They were abandoned there the entire time. That is how little Tophiachu cared about her brother dying. He was nothing to her but a shield from criticism. And that money, if she had gotten it, was not going to be used to bury Donald's ashes, but, like Tofia kept claiming, to a new car. When confronted about this, Tofia would respond in a very ladylike way. JK LOL, there's nothing ladylike about her in the slightest. Girl, you've been at casinos, at the mall every day, buying all sorts of shit you don't need. Sorry, but that's life. Everybody is struggling. At some point, you gotta stop being lazy and actually put some effort in yourself. I didn't have access to the GoFundMe, you bitch. All you do is be a bitch. Go fuck off, I don't care, I'm done being polite. I would go tell you to die, but I'd be wrong for that, so I'm not gonna say anything extreme. You can tell me whatever you want, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't change the fact that you're irresponsible, and people been telling you for years at this point to stop spending money on stupid shit. Blah blah, shut up bitch, nag nag nag. It my fucking money, did you work for it? No. Okay then, shut up. I'll buy what the fuck I want. It a few buck, and the casino. I didn't spend a dime of my money, weirdo. Then the consequences of that is your brother not getting buried. Tough shit, lol. Well, according to the TikToker, Ash2Trippy, that wasn't the case, and Tofia was lying like always.
GoFundMe was investigating what was happening with the GoFundMe because the state triggered the investigation. Basically to find out if she's received any funds and to get it sent back to the people. Because again, once she signs that with the state, agreeing for the state victims unit to pay for the cremation that happened with her brother, as well as the viewing of her brother, which a lot of people weren't even invited to this viewing. Tofia regulated it just like she did while he was living. And in agreeing to that happening, which essentially gets your brother laid to rest in a sense, they would have to pay for burial. They agreed to this, Tofia and her mother, but I believe it was just Tofia because she's in charge. Her mother is... she's in a facility that's helping her. Tofia does not have access to that money because my understanding is that Tofia, as well as Donald's friends, can never get a hold of her or her mother because she doesn't answer her phone for them. Her being homeless, they never know where she's at. So all the talk of Tofia saying that she was talking to Donald's friends and she was doing this and they were helping and all this stuff was never done. She hasn't talked to his friends since the viewing for Donald. And even at that, what I hear is not much was said. So again, Donald's friends are willing to help where they need to help, but Tofia isn't communicating. But yeah, Tofia didn't see any of that money. She got money from family members and she got gift cards from the victims unit, and also was able to stay in the shelter she got kicked out of because of the victims unit. Once they were herself and she wasn't willing to do anything that they're willing to help with is the minute they cut her off.
Fast forwarding to August 29th, and Tofia would post this to her Instagram because she had gotten caught adding lingerie onto her Amazon account because she was looking into starting an OnlyFans. Something that, if I'm being real with you, will make negative money. So I liked something on Amazon. It went to my list. I didn't add it there. Why are y'all worried about what I do on Reddit? Y'all are stalker who claim to have jobs. But y'all stalking my comment, responding to people about me, it's true, stalking my Amazon account, stalking my likes on Instagram, stalking my stories, stalking me in public, recording me without asking me to have a photo, and just starts filming like I don't remember what you look like. Stalking my friends. You have all that time to stalk, but how do you have a job? How are you at work but 24/7 in a Reddit? It's obsessive behavior. And what I save is not a Halloween costume, it's a photo shoot idea. When I am able in the future to do photo shoots for my page. And no, it's not gonna be a schoolgirl. Let's not be weird. You can repurpose clothes. Tofia would also let us know just how hard she has it these days. Let's address the animal slayer, shall we? Yes, people are ableist. I've been called the R word every day. People are racist too. Not to mention fatphobic, transphobic, etc. Yet, want to call others out while actively doing just that. Hypocritical of them. And to say I'm not a victim when I'm stalked over false misinformation on me cause you want to be a groupie to get liked by people for following the crowd. I want to dress good, look good, feel good. Yet when I match energy, I'm a bully. But yet y'all not bullies for what inconsistently told. Y'all don't know how much I'm hurting. If I looked a certain way, maybe I'd be loved or wanted. It's a lot personally. I'm going through. I feel like everybody else. Yes, I am heartbroken a lot of things I can't talk about. I try to smile and be happy, but some days are hard. Oh, and guess what? By August 30th, Tophiachu was back with Tofia. Rather than move in with her family that opened their doors to her, she moved in with Tofia in another shelter.
Am I in there? Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hey, it's me. Just two things. I am on my station head, and I am in the Reddit, so you know it's not my daughter. That's it. I don't want to take up her live stream. But I'm doing okay, everybody. Thanks for those people that asked about me.
Yeah, she's doing okay. Hey, I need a car.
Believe it or not, Tophiachu also told us that she was fat. A real revelation, I know.
I do that, and then after I worked out, I ate a pizza. Man, I'm fat. Just kidding. I gotta lose weight. Well, stomach weight, of course.
I'm going to be real with you, then Tofia would have some of the laggiest streams I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't listen to them, so they will be skipped. Tofia also told us about the casino situation again, as well as the fact that Tophiachu does not have pretty privilege.
Yeah, I'm still in Albuquerque. I didn't gamble. Some girl, I don't know. That girl was... She wanted to go out. I just met her because there was some stuff that happened. Basically, they sent me somewhere that couldn't help me. I wasn't gonna have a place to go. I was gonna go to the shelter, and then she's like, "Well, why don't you just stay with me in this hotel room I was getting?" I was like, "Sure." So then she said, she told me, she was like, "Do you want to go to the casino?" And I wanted to get out, right? So I was like, "You know what? Yeah, I want to go." And she was like, "Well, I have money. Don't worry about that." And yeah, so she gave me money to use. No, I explained my whole situation to her about my brother and about situation with what happened with me and my family and why I'm in this situation. She ordered food. There was another guy that wasn't gonna have a place that had cancer. She was like, "Hey, he can stay with us." He had a dog, and she let him stay, and there's that. I don't have pretty privilege, so no, I definitely don't.
Fast forwarding to September 4th, and Tophiachu taught us about ethics in Localal.
If a locale does not have disabilities, then they are not a locale. I said what I said. Because people with intellectual disabilities, some of them do not know any better. If you do not have a disability, you have no excuse for being shitty, period. And if you refer to them as a locale, they're not a locale because locales don't know any better and are most likely people that are targeted with intellectual disabilities, which people have stated that before. Locales are people with intellectual disabilities. If it's someone that does not have an intellectual disability and you have nothing to blame why you're a shitty person, you know better than to do certain things from right from wrong. I said what I said. And if people don't like it, oh well, because you don't want to be seen as a shitty person for attacking someone with disabilities. So you want to say, "Oh, I know some locales that don't have disabilities, but why is Joshua Block getting literally attacked? Because he has a disability." Daniel Larson, same thing. Nova, same thing. I'm not condoning their actions, but I'm just saying, Leslie, same thing. Anybody that does not have disability is not a locale. And don't say I'm a horrible person with a horrible personality. That's just projection. Maybe you need to take the mirror and shove it in your face and look in the mirror before you talk about other people. Because you need to take a good hard look in that mirror. Someone should have told you. Maybe you need to stop pointing the finger at other people and start pointing the finger at yourself.
Only 2 days later, and Tophiachu would be a voice for the voiceless and let the TikTok shop know that 2XL is not enough when there are people bigger than that. So I have a question, being a plus-size girly, and I know people are going to probably leave hate on this video. Telling someone to strictly go to the gym just to fit in cute outfits does not work. And if you don't include all sizes for all body types, then I do not want to support TikTok shops. I love this dress. Look at how beautiful this dress really is. I would love to wear this dress. I thought, ooh, maybe I could save this dress, favorited it for when I do have money, which I don't. And I'm saying in the future, when I have money to buy this dress, I would like to buy this dress. This looks like a nice going out to a nice dinner type dress. I do want to dress nicely. But then I went and clicked to see the option sizes, and it only goes up to a size large. It is false advertising when you got women who look close to your size that look like they're plus size promoting these TikTok shops who do not include all sizes of dresses, because this dress is a very beautiful dress and I do love this dress, but I'm so sick and tired of being delegated to either dresses or clothes that have too much fabric because they don't know how to make plus size clothing. So they make the fabric that they put too much fabric and it makes you look baggy or ugly. I would like to wear this dress. This is a very beautiful dress. I think I would look nicely in this dress, but it's disappointing to me when I click on the TikTok shop and it only goes up to a large.
It's not that hard to offer plus size options for plus size people who want to look, dress, and feel good without having to compensate that for ugly designs and ugly clothing and extra fabric. I think I would look very beautiful in this dress. I think I would look nice in this dress. Let's be honest, like the sizing, if you guys think an XXL is a plus size, then you need to reevaluate because that is not plus size, okay? Plus size people will tell you what an XXL is. Like, if you can't offer options or sizes up to at least a 4X or beyond that, then I don't know why plus size girlies are giving false hope by promoting these brands when you literally go up to a large. Like, I saw this girl that looked like she was my size and I got excited, which is why I clicked on the dress in the first place to save it so I could buy it for later. And she literally was not plus size because she got the dress up to a large. So I'm pretty sure the biggest size she got was a large. See, if you hate on this, then you're fat phobic. Can we stop fat phobia in 2025, please? I think I would look very great in this dress. I don't care what haters say. It's all about confidence and being confident in yourself. And how can we feel confident in ourselves when companies like this don't even offer options past the 4X? How do you expect people to go to the gym and lose weight when they don't even offer larger option sizes for workout clothes either? It's not fair. That's all I have to say.
Then, on September 10th, Tophiachu thought she would talk about the murder of Charlie Kirk. Let's see just what kind of disgusting takes she had. Tophiachu would also talk about this on September 11th, so we're just going to treat both of them as the same video.
I know what Charlie Kirk said, and I'm not condoning that, but when you look at both sides, like, that's like somebody pew-pewed because of words they said. Like, to be honest, I'm not condoning what Charlie Kirk said. I don't know why, and I'm not saying you, but people have been thinking that I'm condoning what he said. I don't condone what he said. I'm not condoning that. My brother died from gun violence, so I'm not going to condone gun violence. Charlie Kirk was a horrible man that didn't care about anyone, defended Trump. He went on podcasts. He was on Jubilee. Basically, he didn't care for the unaliving of children in Gaza. He's the one who advocated for violence in the first place, saying that the Second Amendment right should be kept as long as people pass away or something like that. It was a whole bunch of stuff, but you know. And there are still some people who defend Charlie Kirk. There are people that are going to use him and say he's a martyr. He's not.
Then, on September 12th, the very next day, Tophiachu would let us know her plans going forward. She was going to get on disability. Not for being the size Homer was in king-sized Homer, but for major depression.
I don't want to be on disability because that's a fixed income. But if I have to, then I have to, because I know I can make so much more on social media. It's just that I haven't been able to do a lot of things. And also because a fixed income does not pay you a lot. My dad was on disability and he didn't get paid that much. And he still couldn't survive off of his paycheck. Being ableist is not cute in 2025, so let's not be ableist. But I can't go get a job. I got PTSD. I still gotta talk to a therapy about a lot of stuff that's going on. I have major depression. You get out of bed with major depression. And the only reason why I have to get out of bed is because I have no choice, or else I would be bedridden. My life is get up and go. You can't tell someone with major depression, get out of bed, get out of your sadness, get out of this, get out of that. You don't have PTSD, because I do. All because people didn't leave me alone and thought it was cute to harass me.
Tophiachu also told us she was sick of people telling her to get a job, and a few days later told everyone that she doesn't want a job. I'll say this right now, Tofia will never have a job for the rest of her life. Even on the verge of homelessness, she sees TikTok as more important.
We're tired. We're exhausted. Some of us don't even want to work a 9-to-5 job all day. And why should some people have to? That's exhausting. That's tiring to have to continue to go to work every day like you're a robot. It's exhausting to have to go to work every day like you're a robot and do it like.
Tophiachu also told us that she wants to leave America and move to Canada. As someone who has lived in Canada a majority of their life, I'll say this. You can't afford it, Toph. I don't think there's a first world country where you get less for what you pay for.
You know what? That would be cool, Canada, right? Because Canada has free healthcare, but I need my brother buried and then try to convince my mom to leave because she ain't gonna want to leave anywhere. Someone offered me, I don't know what that offer was still on the table, to go to Hawaii. I was like, damn, I really want to live there. And I see how happier people are in other countries rather than here. It's like, what are we doing? I don't know. I just need to have a business going so I can get away from everyone. So everyone can leave me the hell alone. Like, Jesus. Don't make friends either. Why should I have to live here? I don't have to live here. I could get a visa and go wherever the hell I want to go. Alaska. I heard Alaska's a great place too. And I know that's still probably in the US, but I heard that's a good place. I don't want to move anywhere that's in the United States. I'm so over that.
Well, on September 18th, Tofia would then let us know she was officially diagnosed with major depression.
I did get diagnosed with major depression and PTSD. Last night was hard because I had a dream about my brother and I woke up and I just wished he was here, you know?
I was diagnosed with major depression and PTSD. I haven't been okay. It's getting worse. I'm trying to find purpose in my life. I haven't been okay before my brother died, but my brother dying took a piece of me. I haven't been the sum. It really messes with your mental health. Being a good person only gets you hurt. You can care so much and nobody cares about you. I feel abandoned. I'm sorry. I need to speak my feeling. I have nobody to talk to. My feelings don't matter. People will forget about me in their life. That okay. I'm used to being left. This is major depression. Then, some homeless man on drugs would start talking to Tophiachu on a live stream. Warning, this is not as entertaining as it sounds.
You want me to ask like that? I don't know. That's please, ever seen me? Better go to it. Oh? I don't need to get in the young man. I'm sure I'm going to stop him. No, I'm not going to stop him. The reason why I know what you actually is, the one's going to get the fucking such as they know what to carry, but you're working the carry. No, that's not supposed to be what happened. I can't was Mama was. I never made that. I expect that one. He's talking to himself. That's what he's doing. He's talking to himself. What fat guy? What? What fat guy? No.
Tophiachu then taught us that lol cows are named that because all of them are supposedly fat. Many of them might be fat, Tofia, but unlike yourself, most of them don't weigh as much as one.
I don't really like the term local because a lot of the people are like overweight, and that's like fat phobic, whether you want to say it is or not. Anyways, I know that's not what local means, but in a sense, where does the word cow come from? Who came up with local? The only reason why they came up with local is because most of the locals are plus size. Nova, Leslie, Amberlyn Reed.
Well, come September 21st, and Tophiachu would let us know she was taking matters into her own hands, making a brand new GoFundMe.
I'm just going to be working on getting a house. I'm still going to do the GoFundMe, so I don't know how he started the GoFundMe because, he just had as much raised it whatever was left over as what we got. Because I know people are going to complain if I don't put it at the, 4,120, they're gonna be like, you're asking for more? Like, no, we ain't gonna help you. I'm redoing one because they gave everyone's money back, so I have to redo a GoFundMe and probably share the link. It's a whole bunch of stuff that it's a lot to get into, so. The state didn't give me money. The state already paid. The state paid $6,000 for his service, which was not even $6,000. It was $5,100 and something, and that does not include a burial. And yes, my mom does want him buried next to his grandmother. So I'm going to respect my mom's wishes of how she wants her son. If she wants him to be buried next to his grandmother, then that's what's going to happen. If you don't like that, it's not your choice. It's not your son. So you don't get to tell someone what they should do with their son. Thank you. Right? You got a brain, use it.
Tophiachu would also tell us that Duck Dynasty is a racist show and white people should not be allowed to adopt black children.
Literally, one of them married someone that is related to Duck Dynasty. Duck Dynasty is racist. Uncle Phil's racist. And not the Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm talking about the show Duck Dynasty. Are you surprised about Brooklyn and Bailey because of the Charlie Kirk situation? I'm not going to sit here and have to explain to you why it's problematic for white people to adopt black children. Most of them do it to whitewash these black children. It's very problematic. Imagine abusing a system to rip children from their families only to strip them of their culture and not teach them of their culture, remove them from their culture, and then whitewash them. And I have to acknowledge that I have white privilege.
Believe it or not, Tophiachu has no idea what language they speak in Italy. Tofia is probably the most ignorant person on the planet.
I do think Italy is a nice place, even though I might have to learn some whatever the language is in Italy, which is not bad, I don't mind.
Tophiachu would then say the most disgusting thing I've heard come out of her mouth. Tofia said that Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk, could have been behind the assassination because Erica was allegedly on the Epstein files.
Allegedly. Let's say allegedly because I'm not going to get sued. She stood up there and said that she forgives the guy that unalived her husband. If it was a black man, she wouldn't be forgiving him. She forgave him. You know why? Because she's behind it. Allegedly, there is proof that someone put on someone's post that she was close friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Who do you think was advocating for the release of the files of Jeffrey Epstein? Her husband. And maybe she was afraid that he would find out she's in those Epstein files, and that if he found out she was in those Epstein files, she did not want him to find out. So she did what she did. Allegedly. Because there is proof that someone commented that she was close friends with Jeffrey Epstein. She was Romanian. She's Romanian. There's a whole post on it that I just saw, allegedly, where someone commented she was close friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Her husband was advocating for the release of the files of Jeffrey Epstein. Then this happens to him. And everyone's been saying that because of him advocating for the release of the Epstein files, and then they think that Trump had something to do with it while his wife was friends with Jeffrey Epstein. So allegedly.
Tophiachu is a human snake that has zero regard for others and will criticize other people for doing the exact same things she's guilty of. This woman is on borrowed time, and I would not be shocked if she was homeless by Christmas.
Jill Exotic for the people of America. I am never going to financially recover from